So the very first thing you want to get done as a fresh Raid Shadow Legends player is leveling your starting champion all the way up to level 60. The next thing you want to be getting done is heading on into your missions tab right here and making sure that you're making steady progress throughout these Arbiter missions, right? The quicker you get your way through these, the quicker you wend your way through all of these missions, the more progress you're making towards unlocking your first Giga Chad free legendary in the form of Arbiter. But to be honest, these opening tips are very, very basic, they're very, very simple, and they appear in a lot of beginner tips videos. So we're going to cover stuff that's just a little bit more niche and things that can act as pitfalls to new players so that you don't make the same mistakes that I was doing. First of all, it is of paramount importance that you are beginning your fresh Raid Shadow Legends account using a promo link. And as luck would have it, you've come to the right video. Down below at the top of the description box, there is a promo link where you can click and start off your fresh Raid account with a free epic champion in the form of Lady Atessa and a bunch of starting resources. You'll actually be starting out with experience boosts, a free chicken, energy resources, all of that good stuff. As you level up your account, you'll eventually get Lady Atessa, this epic attack champion, completely for free. And at level 25, you will unlock further rewards in the form of 5 epic skill tomes and a ton of other stuff, including like 500k bonus silver, etc, etc. Really can't stress this enough. Do not make a new Raid Shadow Legends account unless you are doing so via a promo link. It's really, really important stuff. If you're watching this video like a month from now, it might be a different epic champion with slightly different rewards. But rest assured, it will always be an epic champion. It's just that this link is dynamic and the rewards can change from time to time. Next up, you want to head on into your promo codes menu and start blasting through promo codes. The idea is just to get as much free stuff as possible, as soon as possible after starting off your account. Now what's awesome enough is that we actually have a promo code associated with this channel, and the code is simply GameLeap. Using the code GameLeap will get yourself a bunch of energy refills, 100,000 silver, and 10 experience brews. You will also want to be inputting a bunch of, or as many as possible, new player promo codes as well. These codes are only usable 72 hours after your account is originally created, so you want to get these used as quick as possible because they're going to give you some extra free epic champions as well. So hell, while you're here, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now because we actually upload a monthly promo codes roundup video where we cover all of the currently active promo codes for new players and existing players like this GameLeap code right here. For our next tip, we're going to talk all about stats and specifically about how the hell does accuracy actually work? Because every other stat is kind of self-explanatory, right? You've got crit rate, which just makes you crit more. You've got health, which is obvious, attack, do more damage, etc, etc. But accuracy, as a brand new player, how the hell do you know if you have enough accuracy? Well, there's actually just a really, really simple way to figure it out. So throughout the campaign stages, you shouldn't really have to worry about it that much, but if you head on into the dungeons, what you want to be doing is, depending on which difficulty stage of dungeon you are clearing, for example, let's just take stage 7, you want to have 10 accuracy per level of stage that you are clearing. So if we wanted to hit stage 7, we'd want to have at least about 70 accuracy on our guys who need accuracy. If we were pushing all the way on down towards stage 18, we might want like 180 to 200 accuracy on our guys. And just using dungeon stages like that is just a really easy, condensed way to figure out why your crap is being resisted. You know what I'm saying? Not all champions need accuracy, of course, but for the likes of Kill, he's trying to apply poison debuffs, and that's what accuracy is for. Anything that you're doing to an enemy that's not damage, so things like poison debuffs, things like reducing enemy turn meters, they all are going to be taking accuracy, okay? And so for most champions in the game, they want a reasonable amount of accuracy. Not all of them need accuracy, of course. Some guys are just going to be pure attack damage and that's it. They don't care about applying debuffs at all. But for most champs, it's just a damn good rule of thumb. That's 10 accuracy per dungeon stage that you are looking to clear. And as a beginner player, that's just going to help get you started and get you kind of in tune with about how much accuracy you're going to need depending on where you are in the game. For our next tip, we're going to cover shards, namely how, heading into the portal building right here, you should just almost never be actually opening your Void, Primal, or Sacred, or even Ancient shards, to be honest. It's real tempting when you get your first ever Void shard, or your first ever Sacred shard, right? To just crack them open right away. Don't do that, okay? It's a huge, huge mistake as a new player. You only want to be opening your shards in times like right now. For example, when there is an event active. So there's only an event active right now for the Void Shards, and it's the best kind of event. It's the 2x chance of acquiring epic and legendary champions from Void Shards specifically, right? So if I wanted to right now, I could actually crack open these void shards and see what we got inside. I'm actually not going to do that because I'm way behind in the current fusion event, and if you don't know what fusion events are right now, doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about it just yet. If you're really like a brand new player, then it's really just none of your concern at this point of the game. You'll learn about them in due time. But just as a general rule of thumb, never, ever, ever be cracking open your shards unless there is a 2x chance event active. Actually, you know what? I will just really briefly cover the fusion events, okay? So right now, I have a 2x chance of epic and legendary champions from my void shards. I could open these right now because I'd also be double dipping in an event that is currently active, which I believe it's actually a Champion Chase tournament, right? Yeah, there's also a Champion Chase tournament active right now, and you get tournament points from pulling champions of higher rarities from your shards. And so it makes sense for me right now, or it would make sense to me right now if I wanted to engage with this event to open my void shards. But again, I'm just not going to do that right now because I'm way behind in the current fusion event. So next up, we gotta talk arena. Starting off with classic arena because that's where you're most likely gonna be as a new player. It is a huge mistake as a new player to try and rank up to gold, okay? Don't do it. In fact, you want to be staying in silver rank for as long as you possibly can, okay? As soon as your rank, I'm at like silver 3 right now. As soon as you work your way up to gold rank and you hit the gold ranked bracket, you're playing with the big boys, okay? Everyone's team power, like we're looking at team powers of like 50k right now, 53k, 60k here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, these like triple and quadruple the moment you hit even the lowest bracket of gold rank. The game just gets a billion times more serious. What you actually want to be doing as a new player is setting a defense team that's just one little idiot champion that can't possibly win and is going to lose every single defense battle because you actually want to be losing rating, right? You want to be keeping your rank down by losing as many defense battles as possible so that you don't accidentally rank up to gold. You want to be losing all your defense battles so you can sit in silver and actually win some battles, right? It's important that you're able to actually win some classic arena battles so you can complete things like daily quests and stuff like that. And if you make the mistake of ranking up to gold as a new player, you're going to get spanked and you're going to really, really struggle to complete your daily quest. It's just going to be a huge, huge pain. So don't do it. And next up, let's talk a little bit about gear. Now, I could cover a lot of stuff when it comes to gear, but I feel like a lot of stuff is kind of self-explanatory. There's like some really, really basic rules, like unless an item has at least 3 stars of quality, then never upgrade it to like level 12, to like rank 12. I've upgraded some of my 4-star stuff here on my gauntlets to rank 16. Which even that is just a little bit questionable. You don't want to be wasting silver on items that you're going to replace easily enough. My account's still kind of fresh, so it's not the biggest deal in the world that I upgraded these to 16. But the tip I actually want to cover is about stat priorities on certain pieces of gear. So your weapon will always have attack as the main stat. Your headgear will always have just flat HP as its base stat. And your shield will always have defense. However, your gloves, chest, and boots will have variable stats, meaning you can get gloves that give health, right? You can get gloves that give things like attack percentage. It also means that you're going to find chest pieces that give things like defense or flat HP and stuff like that as well, right? Their stats are variable on their primary stat. Now, what do you actually want to find on gloves, chest, and boots? Well, boots is actually the easiest. You always, always, always want to be prioritizing boots that give speed as a primary stat. Speed is so strong. It simply allows your guys to get more turns off, right? It makes their 10 meter fill faster. It can't be underestimated. It's so strong. And so, while some champs care about getting speed on boots more than others, for like 98% of champs in the game or something, speed is genuinely going to be your go-to stat that you are looking for on your boots. Again, there are exceptions, but just as a new player, as a rule of thumb, it's easier to remember this way. Speed is king on boots. Gloves is the next most simple. You're going to be looking for crit rate on most champs on the gloves. Now, this is a little bit less set in stone than the speed rules for boots, right? But any champ that's doing any kind of damage and is just hitting the enemies, and this is like a pure support champion, then crit rate on your gauntlets is going to be king always. Why? Because you can get a hell of a lot of bonus crit rate on your gloves just by ranking them up. And any champion that's attacking in, right? Any champion that's like attack based, is damage based, is going to be pushing towards as close to 100% crit rate as you can possibly get them, and the gloves alone can make up like half of that stat. So crit rate on gauntlets, very, very crucial. Keep your eyes open for it. On chest, things are a little bit, well, they're not much more complicated. If you have an attack-based champion, generally speaking, you're going to be looking for attack percentage on chest. Flat attack is okay. It's not bad, but attack percentage, especially once you're like a month or two into the game, is going to be giving you much more attack stat overall, especially on your higher level champions, which they're going to be after like a couple months of playing. So attack percentage on chest is awesome. If it's not an attack-based champion, then you can just go for health percentage instead, and health percentage, again, is going to scale much, much better as your champions rank up and attain higher levels. And needless to say, it's going to be things like support champions and stuff like that that are going to prefer to have the HP percentage. But attack percentage, health percentage on chest, those two are going to be your go-to stats for these 3 variable items. Now, honestly, I could have made this video like a 50 tips for new players video, but it would have gone on forever. I just wanted to give a quick rundown of 5 tips that I feel like I had to spend time looking around at various YouTube videos trying to figure out, okay, how much accuracy do I need? Is there a guide anywhere for that? Is this something I can look up easily? And then wait a minute, gear stat priorities. What am I looking for on my chest? Is speed important on everybody? Blah, 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 you know. These were things that I was fretting over a lot, and so by compiling them all into one video, hopefully it's going to be a useful little care package for you new players. If you got something from this video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Make sure to cash in on the free rewards using the GameLeap promo code as well, if you haven't already. Again, this code is available to all players, not just new players, so make sure you get that done. And if you are a brand new player, make sure that you start off your fresh raid account using the promo link down below in the pinned comment and at the top of the video description. For now, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all did enjoy and get something from this video. Let me know down below if I missed any key new player tips that, you know, maybe you feel were super, super important and should have been included in this video. That'd be interesting to read. And I'm gonna catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.